Alright. What's up, guys? So, unfortunately, today I do not have my microphone or my tripod. So I don't know if the camera's a bit wonky, it's a bit of a different angle than normal. But yeah, I wanted to make a video about consistency today because, I mean, that's what I made a video about for my Instagram yesterday. And I was also just talking about it with my Uber driver on the way home. And I thought also it was kind of fitting because I'm here making this YouTube video even though I don't have my microphone or my tripod. I left it with my friend today because we went out to do some stuff in the city and I thought I was going to film. I didn't end up filming anything, but I actually forgot to get the tripod off him and the mic, so no gear today. But we're still in the shed. I've just got the phone propped up on this like barbecue thing. And yeah, so this video is about consistency. I'm gonna make it about why I think, like how I think you can be consistent, and also what consistency does. So we'll start with what consistency does though. So I used this metaphor in a video yesterday, but I'm gonna use it today as well. So think about the ocean, right? Think about, look at a tsunami, right? Think about a tsunami, yeah, that's a good example. A tsunami. Or even just massive waves. Just think about the power of the ocean, right? The ocean is a powerful thing. It's also a beautiful thing. When you go to the beach, you see the ocean, it looks amazing. It's huge, right? It's like you can feel its energy, its wrath, right? It's just a magnificent, limitless thing, right? But do you think if I asked the ocean, do you think if I told the ocean that it was just made up of little tiny water droplets, do you think it would believe me? You know what I mean? Like, it's this massive, powerful, beautiful thing, yet all it is, it's just tiny little water droplets. And that's just like any goal in life, right? To get an amazing physique, or to get a really good job, or to get a good degree, or to achieve anything desirable or anything that you would think is good in life. It's just tiny actions every day. Just like it's just tiny little water droplets built up over time to create this massive ocean, right? Same thing with the physique. It's just going to the gym every single day, or not every day, but every week consistently. And over time you have an amazing physique, right? And that's all consistency is. Consistency is just taking those small actions, boom, 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 again, right? So the question is, how come, C-Bomb can go get an incredible physique? How come Jeff Bezos can go and build an incredible business, but maybe yourself and maybe me as well, we get stuck with consistency. We're not always consistent. We're not always, taking action towards the goal we're trying to do every single day, right? And why is that? Well, if I think throughout my whole life, the only thing that I've voluntarily been consistent with, right? Because obviously I consistently went to school and I consistently played soccer. Even though I liked soccer, it was still, had to go to trainings, right? And for school, had to go to school. If you have a job and you work the job, you don't have to go to work, but like pretty much you do, right? So what's the one thing I've been consistent with my whole life? Well, not my whole life, but for a very long time. That was completely voluntary. No one was forcing me to do it. Well, fitness, right? Working out. I've been to the gym, probably like, I'd say on average, maybe like 4 or 5 times a week or whatever. Like let's just say 4 times a week for the past like 6 years, right? Unless I was on holiday or something. But then even when I was on holiday, I was doing push-ups, sit-ups, whatever. So I've always been working out. Now, why though? Why have I been consistent with these things? Why have I failed to be consistent with other things? What's something else I tried to be consistent with? Running. I still run once a week. That's a bad example. What's something I've tried to be consistent with, but I haven't been consistent with? I know a good one. Stretching. Okay, so I used to do MMA. I don't do it anymore. But I wasn't very flexible, right? And I wanted to get more flexible, so I started trying to stretch every day in the morning, right? And over time, I wasn't consistent with it, right? but I have been consistent with the gym. So there's been things that I've been consistent with in my life, and there's been things that I haven't been consistent with in my life. And what is the difference? Why one? Why not one? Right? I personally think that it comes down to enjoyment. All right. I don't think that you can be consistent at something for a very long time if you don't truly enjoy it or you don't truly love the process, right? Because at the end of the day, Jeff Bezos has the biggest, Amazon massive company because he loves working. He loves working every single day. Christopher Bumstead has the world's best physique because he loves working out every single day. I think you have to love the process, not the result. Obviously, the result is great, right? But what are you doing every day? You're not going and obtaining some large business every day or going in and getting some crazy physique every day. You're just doing those small actions. You're just doing those small water droplets, right? You go to the gym, do your workout for that day. If you're Jeff Bezos, go and do your work that you have to do that day. It's a small, mundane, boring things that you just do every single day, and you compound them into some massive achievement. And yeah, so for some people it's boring, but for other people they really love it. So I think really the key to being consistent with something is that you have to enjoy it. And I think that's the key to being successful at something as well. You have to enjoy the process that comes about from creating that thing, right? Like, you're never going to be the best painter in the world if you don't enjoy painting, right? You're never going to be the best English teacher in the world if you don't enjoy reading books. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. You can love the idea of a goal. You can love the idea of having a massive business, having a really good physique, being the best, ice skater in the world. But if you don't love what you have to do every single day to become those things, then you're never going to do it, and you're never going to achieve. And look, I know I've only been doing this content stuff for 3 weeks on this thing, but I used to make YouTube videos when I was young. I used to post funny edits when I was young on Instagram as well. I used to have multiple YouTube channels when I was young. I enjoyed posting content. I enjoyed making things. I've made music throughout my life, not consistently, but here and there. I've always liked creating media, I guess you could call it, and uploading it, right? I've always enjoyed that process, and that's probably why I'm consistent with this whole content thing. Even though some days, not every single day is I get out there and I enjoy it, and some days I don't want to do it, right? Some days I don't want to record content or video myself acting happy or whatever, right? But it's the consistency, and most of the days I enjoy it. So I think that's really why you're going to ever stick with something, because you enjoy the process of doing it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. And then the other side of consistency is, on those days where you don't want to do it, you still have to get out there and you still have to do it. Like right now, I don't have my mic, okay? I don't have my tripod. I do have a tripod. It's sitting right there. I'm looking at it, but it's not the tripod that I normally use. This one is more annoying to set up, so I couldn't be bothered. So I just put it on the barbecue. But yeah, the other side of consistency is, just having that goal and achieving every day. Like I set out to record one YouTube video every day. And even though it's not the perfect conditions, I'm still going to get out there and do it. And even though this video isn't really perfect either, it's literally just me rambling on the camera. I'm going to get better at rambling over time, right? So my goal here is not to create a good video. Or my goal here is not to, get followers. Obviously that is what I'm trying to do. But the goal each day is to just focus on the input, focus on recording a video, focus on creating a video, doing the best that I can in that video, and not viewing it externally oh, how good is this really? Am I gonna get followers off of this? What are people thinking about me right now, sitting in a shed talking to myself on a camera? Oh, no one's even gonna view this, I'm gonna get 10 views, whatever. But that's not what it's about. It's about just doing the action every single day. And over time you just get better and better and better and better and better and better, and you guys are gonna see. You'll see in 6 months' time. By the end of this year, you're gonna see where I am. And yeah, consistency, you gotta love what you're doing, and you just gotta do that small thing every day, put that water droplet in the cup, and then, in 10 years time, you've got the whole ocean. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I don't know how well you can hear me, but yeah, I enjoyed this one. I mean, I just had a drive with Uber driver all the way back from the city, and we basically just talked about consistency for a lot of the time. So that's why I decided to make this video. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll see you tomorrow.